Good morning from Union Station in Toronto, Canada. I'm Patrick Hughes and this is a very early Planet Patrick. I'm Patrick Hughes and this is Planet Patrick. It's 5:45 in the morning. I'm making my way to the Via Rail Lounge, which opens just about now, in advance of my trip to Montreal today, which departs at 6:30. This is the barrel vaulted ceiling at Toronto's Union Station. I think it's something really special and stunning. This really is a piece of architecture outside and in. I think what we're going to see later in Montreal is that it has a beautiful architecture inside, but it's very difficult to work out where the outside is, unlike this kind of building. Let's go find the lounge. Oh dear. I called in here yesterday and they told me it opened at 5:45. Maybe the guy was a bit misinformed. So, no lounge here at Toronto. But we'll get to see the lounges at Montreal and Ottawa. Let's look at it. Oh, it looks like there's already a queue. So he checked my ticket out in the main line and had me come and sit in this area, Alcove F, because we're going to pre-board as business class ticket holders before general boarding happens. And it's only about a couple of minutes past 6 and the train doesn't leave for another half an hour, so there's no rush. This is a massive train. I haven't been on one of these in a few years, but I didn't remember it being kind of so high up. So this is the business class cabin here on the Via Rail service to Montreal. I'm sitting in row 13, seat S. I think the S must stand for solo because it's a seat on its own just here. But it looks like there's plenty of storage around it and there's a place for me to leave my coffee and so on and so forth. And right here is the bathroom, but not too close. Okay, let's take a look at this seat. It's an older seat, it's leather, it looks perfectly comfortable. Flexible large armrest. Back here there's a little table and a place for drinks. I'm going to leave my iPad there, my headphones. The seat does seem to move a little bit. Oh. Whether you intended to or not. It looks like the reclining control is just down here. Okay, that moves backwards very deliberately. If there's somebody behind you, it might spill their coffee. There is a little literature area down here. It's like an old style business class seat. It's perfectly comfortable. I've got a seat by the window. We can see what's happening on the whole trip up to Montreal. So I'm pretty happy with that. One thing I am looking for is a charging point. I think there might be one underneath. Great, that means I can work. socket in case you need it. Oh, the water pressure isn't too bad. Oh, and in here is your trash. You can change your baby here. All in all, a very nice toilet. Eagle has landed. Thank you. And so we have arrived. A little bit late, but not by much. Thank you. And so after nearly 6 hours aboard, 5.5 of them moving, I've arrived in Montreal. There were stairs there, but I think there's an escalator. Service was generally very good. I mean, there were 2 separate coffee services, a breakfast service, and a drinks service before we arrived. So that was really nice. Oh, this is the hall. So before I go any further, I want to have a little look around Montreal Central Station. In particular, I've seen 2 things being mentioned, and that is either end of the Central Station Hall, and that's these. Let me give you a close-up. These are original murals, I understand. I'm going to say they're from the 1920s, but if that's wrong, I'm going to do a fact check and put up exactly when they do come from. They're matched by another set of murals at the other end of the hall. The outside of the station is not visible because there's so many other office buildings. However, the interior is where it's at. It says, "O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot, love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free, and stand on guard. O Canada, stand I on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee." can see that the entire hall is really dedicated to Via Canada. All of their signage is everywhere. There's lots of little restaurants, boutiques, little shops. Just before I leave Central Station, behind me is the Salon Affaire, or the business lounge, here at Montreal. I'll be back here in a couple of days to take the train to Ottawa, so I'm hoping to try that out. So that's the end of this particular trip report from Planet Patrick. I'm so glad that you've been here. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. You can join my amazing Patreons. There's a link coming up right now. And if you like live trip reports, follow me on Instagram, where when I'm traveling, you get all the latest information. Until the next episode, take care. Bye-bye.
I'm Patrick Hughes, and this is Planet Patrick.